I had a job working as a security guard. I was working the night shift at a mall from 10 p.m. until 7:30 a.m. The job paid $27.50 an hour, so it was a decent pay. But something very terrifying happened that caused me to quit on the first day. And to this day, I refuse to work a night shift job. This happened 6 months ago. After going to the orientation, I started my first shift on the job as a security guard. My boss showed me all the ropes at the job. His name was Lorenzo. He was 57 years old. He was a pretty tall guy, bald head. But he was very nice though. After he got done showing me everything I needed to know, he left at 10:30. The mall had already closed for customers, and the last employees from different stores left at 11 o'clock p.m. Now, I was truly alone. It didn't bother me, but I will admit, the silence of this big mall was kinda eerie. Now at the time, there was supposed to be another security guard working with me, but unfortunately he called in sick, so he wasn't able to come in and work. But everything was alright for the first couple of hours. But it wasn't until around 3 a.m. is when something very terrifying and creepy started to happen. As I was making my rounds, I heard a strange noise. I really can't describe it, but to me it sounded like some sort of growl. But it didn't sound like a dog. It sounded like something unworldly, like something I've never heard before. That's the best way I could describe it. I looked around to see where it was coming from, but for a moment I didn't see anything. I looked at behind me and I didn't see nothing. I guess it's my imaginations. Maybe working a night shift here wasn't really a good idea. I'm starting to hear things, I said to myself, joking to try to light up the mood. But I still wonder, was it in my head, or was it actually something or someone there? I sat down at my office and I looked on the cameras everywhere, but I didn't see anything, so I figured it had to be my imaginations. After I got done checking, I decided to sit back and get on my phone. I looked at some YouTube videos, but not 5 minutes after, my walkie-talkie went off. There was a voice on the other end, and it was talking in reverse. This freaked me out because I was the only one there. No one else was in the mall with me. I heard the message again. After that, I decided to take out the batteries from the walkie, and I figured that it wouldn't happen again. I got up and I started doing my walk around in the store. I walked it around and everything was okay. I went in the men's bathroom and I went in the women's bathroom just to check to make sure everything was okay. But when I went into the women's bathroom, I had to use the bathroom very bad. So I got to one of the stalls and used the bathroom. After I got done using the bathroom, I got up and washed my hands. As I was about to leave the women's bathroom, I heard my walkie-talkie again. I literally felt sick to my stomach because I know I took out the batteries. I don't know how the walkie-talkie was still playing. So I grabbed the walkie-talkie and I stepped on it, and it shattered into a million pieces. I power walked out of the women's bathroom because I was going to make my way to my office to check the cameras. Maybe someone was manipulating the system or someone was hacking into it. But as I was walking towards my office, I heard the mall speaker come on, and it was that same voice, but this time it was playing forward, and it said something that made the hairs on my body stand up.
Get out of the store. It's right behind you.
Right then and there, I was having a panic attack because I didn't know what was going on. I was about to run towards my office because it wasn't that far off. But then I felt a cold hand on my shoulder. It felt really cold. I looked on my shoulder and I saw long fingers, long green fingers. I jumped forward, rolling over, and I slowly turned around. And to my horror, I saw something that should not even exist. What I was looking at was something very terrifying. It looked like a dog. The shape of the body, the head, it looked like a dog. But the skin was green, like scales. Green scales was all over its body. It had long human-like arms and a human-like chest and stomach. But the legs looked like hooves off of a demon. I don't know what I was staring at. The creature looked at me with its bright orange eyes and growled again. Adrenaline quickly kicked in for me, and I ran to my car. I didn't even look back. I drove off. The next day, I called my boss and let him know that I quit. I didn't explain to him why. I just sent him a text message. I was too creeped out, and there was no way I was going back into that mall again.